everything that our schools need, whether it's our parks, whether it's building a new eco-dock. There has been no better champion for this community or for the entire borough of Queens than our borough president, Melinda Katz. So thank you. Thank you for being the great leader that you are.
The Young Women's Leadership School in Astoria, Queens will soon have a new educational film studio thanks to a $300,000 allocation from Queensboro President Melinda Katz and $75,000 from Councilmember Constantinides. This is a very important capital improvement, taking into consideration the benefit of studying film in New York and especially in Astoria, the home of a variety of production companies and studios, including the Kaufman Astoria Studios. The two officials announced the funding of this capital improvement on July 27th during a press conference outside the premises of the school. These funds are part of the fiscal year 2018 investment of some $3.7 million to NYC School Construction Authority, which will have a mandate to improve science labs, technology, and bathrooms, as well as renewable energy updates in various public schools throughout Astoria.
Have the technology they need year after year.
Queensboro President Melinda Katz, who has partnered with the Councilmember Constantinides on a series of other capital improvements and projects in District 22, proudly declared in her opening remarks that, quote, Queens has some of the best schools in the state, but to continue their success, our schools need to have first-class facilities that will enable our children to reach their full potential, end quote. Ms. Katz further stressed that, quote, our future depends on our children, and their futures depend on important projects like these, made possible thanks to the commitment of Councilmember Constantinides and the School Construction Authority, end quote. As she thanked Councilmember Constantinides, Ms. Katz also touched upon the successes in her borough.
I really want to thank Councilmember Constantinides for the great work that he does. You know, I've now had the honor of being the borough president for almost 4 years. And this borough is moving. And everyone here knows folks want to come here, live here, play here, spend their money here. They want to raise their families here. Folks are coming from all over the world simply to raise their children in this great borough, to have a better life for their families than they ever dreamed of having themselves. And this neighborhood, Astoria, has been such a part of that as we have moved forward over the last 4 years. And as our families grow and our economy grows and our tourism grows, so does the infrastructure needed for the families that are moving here and entrusting their lives to this great borough.
In making the capital investment announcement for the Young Women's Leadership School in Astoria, Councilmember Constantinides stressed that the overall investment of some $3.7 million for the public school system in Astoria, Queens, is made, quote, to our most important resource, our children, end quote. In thanking Borough President Katz for her long-standing support and commitment to education and to the children, Mr. Constantinides also expressed his pride for this new partnership with her. During the press conference, there were also brief remarks from Michael Mirisola, Director of External Affairs at the School Construction Authority, and from Alison Persad, Principal at the Young Women's Leadership School in Astoria. Both speakers expressed their gratitude to both Queensboro President Katz and Councilmember Constantinides for their generous funding and support. From the $3.7 million allocation, the two officials have designated $1.1 million to install solar panels at PS 122, making it the first public school in Astoria using renewable energy. This funding support comes as part of Councilmember Constantinides' commitment of encouraging the use of renewable energy at public spaces in the district, including libraries and schools, and of his overall goal of reducing emissions citywide by 80% by the year 2050. Queensboro President Katz, nice to see you once again. You're working like a hard-working bee, locating money left and right. Tell us what we're doing here today.
We're very excited by today's projects. This is 6 projects across Astoria, 6 schools across Astoria, about $3.7 million that Councilmember Constantinides and I have done together. And it upgrades science labs, and it creates a film lab so that kids can not only learn about videotaping and filming, but also the business of filmography. and also solar panels for one of the schools as well. So it's an exciting time, and it's a good time for us to work together on different projects.
You recently hosted the mayor in Borough Hall. You had him there for a week, and you also hosted a very successful, I would say, town hall where the mayor truly went in deeply and answered a lot of questions. Your impressions from that town hall?
I always love the town hall meetings. The mayor is actually very good at responding to the questions from the community, but it's always interesting for me to hear about the questions, right? What they're asking about. Folks ask about education, homelessness, and different issues. And, you know, the mayor has the commissioners there to answer in detail all of the expertise that they bring to the table. So I think it was a very successful meeting. I was happy that so many folks showed up from the community, and it gives him a great perspective of who we are.
Yes, right. Now, it's the summer, but can you tell us any projects you're working in the forthcoming future?
We're working a lot on September and starting the year, the school year running, seeing what the schools are in need of. We also have the Katz Concert Series, as you know. Throughout the entire borough of Queens, we're getting a lot of folks coming out. It's the 4th year, so people are now used to it. They know the concert's coming to certain parks. The next one is Fort Totten next week. And so we're excited by that as well. There's so much to do in Queens. All of the parks are open for business, the movie nights all across the borough. So that's exciting. You know, as families grow here in Queens, so do the things that we offer in order to keep them here.
Well, certainly since you took office, you've done a lot for Queens, and we are very thankful for your commitment and your hard work.
Well, we're thankful for AKTINA and all the work that you do in reaching the community, especially you, Elena, and I thank you for that. You know, it's not easy to reach everyone at home all the time, and really AKTINA has perfected that. So thank you very much.
Costa, congratulations. You're like the ever-ready batteries. You keep going and going and going and going. Congratulations. What you are doing here in Astoria is amazing, but share with us your pride for today.
You know, first I got to try to keep up with you, Elena. I see you're everywhere in the great community. I'm trying to keep up, but but no, this is a great day. I mean, partnering with our great borough president Melinda Katz on real investments for our kids. You know, we know that our kids are our future, and we have to make these investments, but making sure that we target our investments in the right way, that our kids can enhance their learning experience. Whether that's through solar panels at 122, being the first school building in our district, to have solar, to teach about sustainability and going green, and building a curriculum around it. So not just putting them there, but also teaching about them.
Yes.
Whether that's right here at the Young Women's Leadership School, building a film studio, which sounds pretty exciting. There are young women learning about all the science of making a film. So our future Steven Spielbergs will be coming, and Patty Jenkins will be coming right here from Astoria. You know, whether that's making investments in our science labs. You know, we had promised as part of our 2050 science initiative that we were going to build or improve science labs in every school in our district. Well, this year we added 3 more. So in 2 years, we've funded 6 science labs that are going to be up and running very soon for all of our children. And we'll continue to you know, next year, continue to build more science labs. So the 21st century will be our kids' century. And then also technology. You know, I say this all the time, but the minute I bought this phone, right? The minute I bought this phone, it was obsolete. I left the store, and they were already coming up with the next one, right? And that's what happens with computers, right? The minute you buy the computer, the next laptop is coming out. It does this, it does that. So every year, making sure that we have new laptops, new smart boards, new tablets, that the new desktop computers, all of the new technology that our kids are learning on. They're learning in the here and now, and not in 2010. Right, because the technology from 5 years ago, when it comes to a computer, you're talking about the prehistoric age, right? Right. No matter how good the computers were 5 years ago, they don't hold a candle what's going on now. So we have to update them all the time. So these investments, and then things like noise mitigation at 122, bathrooms at 141, you know, we're doing these things together to make our schools better.
Now, you recently hosted the mayor here in Astoria at PS 70. I thought, as I mentioned to the borough president, I thought it was a very successful meeting because a lot of questions were answered. And many good announcements were made by the mayor. How do you feel about that town hall meeting?
I thought it was great. I mean, we had over 400 residents from Astoria show up at that town hall.
Yeah, it was packed.
It was really packed. I mean, standing room only. Yeah. And we had a good dialogue. We had a conversation on how we can move our neighborhood forward. And the questions were wonderful. We got some really good announcements. I mean, talking about Steinway Street, we stood at Steinway Street together, that a commitment from the mayor that they're going to redesign Steinway Street. And so they're going to present that design soon, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Making sure that our library, our Steinway Library, one of the jewels of our neighborhood, we've had funding there for that renovation for a really long time, since my first year in office.
Yes.
I've been 4 years of office already. So to say that, they're going to get an elevator there, so that that no longer will our families be separated. If you can't climb the stairs, you can't go to the children's room. So whether building out the elevator, building out a children's room there that's going to be nicer, ADA compliance renovations, new book drop-off, electronic book drop-off. So even if the library is closed, you can drop off your book. Just giving the library the facelift that it needs for the next 50 years here in Astoria. It's necessary, and to make sure that we're going to actually see construction begin next spring is big.
Right.
So excited to get that done.
Well, the mayor and the borough president had a lot of words of praise for you, and you deserve because you work very hard, and especially your heart is towards education, but also cleaner environment. And the mayor, as he said, he's right by your side.
It's very flattering, but at the end of the day, look, I love this community. I'm very blessed and humbled to have the job that I do. This community has put me as their steward, and it's my job to represent them, and I take that very humbly, and I'm part of a great team, whether that's working with our state partners and Mike Gianaris and Aravelis and with us, whether that's working with our borough president, Melinda Katz, and our mayor, Bill de Blasio. My job is to get results for this neighborhood. I've done my best to bring those results, and we continue to fight to make sure that every dollar that we can bring in for parks, for schools, for libraries, to make our neighborhood greener, will continue to come to this neighborhood.
Thank you. Any future plans that you want to share with us?
We're going to be looking at the fall and seeing participatory budgeting is going to be starting all over again.
Yes.
So we'll be back in touch and trying to continue to. They're going to be finalizing the design on the soccer field in Astoria Park very soon.
Yes.
So excited about that, and we're.
And the ferry is gonna.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the ferry. Tell us about the ferry.
The ferry, August 29th.
Oh my
August
God.
29th. So, a little bit more than a month away, we're going to see our ferry service come to Astoria for the first time in 80 years. For the cost of a MetroCard, you'll be able to go to Roosevelt Island, to Long Island City, to 34th Street, and to Wall Street.
Are we going to have an inaugural day for the ferry?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'm looking forward to
We
that.
are looking forward to it. I don't know when yet. I don't know if it's going to be the 28th or 29th, but we are going to have that inaugural ride, and it's going to be a beautiful thing because it's something that this community has been fighting for a long time. It's going to be a great celebration. So looking forward to sharing it with you, Elena.
Thank you, Acosta, and again, congratulations for all your dedication and your hard work.
Thank you for all that you do. I got to kind of keep up with you, so. But thank you for everything.
Okay, thanks. Principal of the Young Women's Leadership School of Astoria, you're very excited today. Why?
Very excited because we have the support of our Councilman Constantinides and Melinda Katz, who's helping to support girls in STEM. And so, as you know, less than 22% of girls go into STEM fields, but we need to change that by putting the equipment into their hands. And so with the support of getting close to $375,000, our girls will now have a film studio where they can fuse the academics of writing film with the actual filmmaking process.
Now, tell me a little bit about the school, when it was founded, and how many students do you have here?
So the school is in its 10th year. It was founded in 2006, and it is part of the Young Women's Leadership Network. We're one of 5 in New York City. We're a 6 to 12 all-girls public school that focuses on STEM, leadership, health and wellness, and college readiness. So we have a 97% graduation rate, and we are here to make leaders, women leaders.
Any other challenges you would like to share with us that you're facing?
I think that, we always want to make sure that we are staying ahead of the field in terms of the ever-changing global needs. And so making sure that what we're doing here every day is equipping the girls with the right skills that they're going to need to move forward.
Mr. Goodman, tell me all about you and what is your involvement with the school?
Sure. So I'm with the New York City School Construction Authority. We build, design, and manage the construction of the New York City's new public schools, in addition to doing capital improvements. And we're here today, and we're very grateful for Councilmember Constantinides and our Queensborough President Melinda Katz for their grants that they've given us to do capital improvements and improve the facilities for the students in Council District 22.
How many buildings are you going to renovate?
So actually, with this funding that they've given us, it's a couple of different projects spread across more than 5 different schools, totaling about a little more than $3 million.
And it includes the solar panels?
Yes, including solar panels for energy efficiency, new technology upgrades, and other facilities improvements.
And what's the amount of funding that you have received?
I think we've received a little over $3.5 million.
Okay, well, congratulations. Anything else you would like to share with us?
No, I think that's about it, and we're just grateful for the support of our local elected officials.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll start with you. What's your name?
My name is Batul Saleh.
And you are?
Estefania Alba.
My name is Tanya Najnin. I'm Anika Islam.
Okay, I'll start with you. So tell me about your studies and how happy you are today with this allocation, this funding allocation.
Well, I go to the Young Women's Leadership School of Astoria, and right now I'm in a 6-week program called The Lamp. It's about learning about multimedia projects with film, print, and audio. And I've been able to be very collaborative and creative and innovative throughout this experience.
Now, you want to be a filmmaker when you grow up?
Yes.
Oh, another Spielberg, huh, coming our way?
Yes.
How about you? What do you want to study when you grow up?
I also want to study film as well.
So tell me about your experiences here at the school.
Well, as far as experiences with film, I've done 2 videos, like documentaries. So, yeah.
What was the topic?
One of the topics, well, I'm working currently on one of undocumented immigrants. And for the last one, it was about the school.
How about you?
Hi, my name is Tanya again, and I'm a rising junior, and I go to the Young Women's Leadership School of Astoria. During the school year, I take part in something called Tech Crew, and I also make films throughout the school year. So I've done 1 documentary and a few short films and commercials. So I have a little bit of experience with film, but in the future I want to study film, but I'm also interested in sciences.
How about you?
I'm Anika. I'm particularly excited about the new film studio because I am a rising senior, so I'm going to be applying to colleges in the upcoming fall semester, and film is something that I want to get into in college. So I think this opportunity is kind of like giving me more of a real life perspective on what I'm going to be exposed to when I go to college.
Is your film equipment outdated right now?
Yeah, as of now, we use regular photo Canon cameras.
So when you're studying film, tell me a little bit. Who wants to tell me a little bit more about it? Do you want to tell me a little bit more? What is the study of filmmaking?
Well, we first started with watching a short documentary and then dissecting the parts of it, what elements are needed to incorporate to make a film, about different shots, different angles, and then we actually went around, not only in the school, we went around Astoria. We took some action shots, interviews. We learned how to conduct an interview.
Do you also learn how to develop the film?
Yes, we were taught how to use iMovie, and some of us know how to use some things like Final Cut Pro, so we also have...
That's what we use to edit AKTINA TV.
So I think we have a good idea about how to make a film and how to produce it.
How about you? What would you like to share with us?
I guess I just share how amazing of an opportunity this is, especially for students that are interested in film, because not a lot of schools can say that they have a film studio, and the fact that we do, I think is very special.